Tomorrow night, the moon will not simply rise, she will summon you. Her silver light will not just spill across the sky, it will pierce through the veil of time itself, awakening a truth you've buried deep within your soul. This is not just a lunar phase, this is a cosmic decree, a sacred turning point that your soul agreed to witness before you even incarnated in this lifetime. The September 2025 rare moon is unlike anything humanity has seen in centuries. A celestial alignment, so precise, so electric, that it will ripple through every timeline you've ever touched. This moon carries codes of remembrance, whispers of destiny, and the unshakable energy of karmic endings and divine beginnings. As she ascends, she will stretch open the fabric of your reality, making space for a version of you that you've been sensing in dreams, but have yet to embody. Do you feel it? The restless pulse in your chest. The way the air feels charged, like something is about to happen. That's not just intuition. It's prophecy stirring within you. The universe is calling you to attention because this moon is a portal, a divine announcement, a sign that the life you've known is about to dissolve into something greater. This is why you've been feeling unsettled, why your sleep has been broken, why certain memories or people have been resurfacing out of nowhere. You're standing at the edge of a cosmic cliff, and tomorrow night the moon will push you forward into destiny, into awakening, into a chapter of your soul's journey that cannot be delayed any longer. This message is not for the faint of heart, but if you're here, it's because your spirit is ready. Ready to hear, ready to remember, ready to receive the transmission that tomorrow's moon will deliver. The veil is already thinning. Even now, as you hear these words, the universe is rearranging itself to prepare you for what's coming. You might notice how time feels strange, days blending together, moments stretching and contracting like a heartbeat. That's because tomorrow's moon is not operating on ordinary cycles. She carries the pulse of multiple lifetimes converging into this single point. The ancients would have called this an omen, a harbinger of great change. Astrology calls it a rare alignment, a once-in-a-lifetime activation. But your soul knows this as a remembering. You came here for this. The September moon has been scripted into your soul's blueprint long before your first breath, and now she rises as the signal that the old story is closing. This is why you feel a quiet urgency in your spirit, the sense that something vast and holy is about to unfold, even if you can't yet name it. You're not imagining this pull. The cosmos is orchestrating it. In every culture, in every mystical tradition, the moon has been a messenger of change, and this one is no different, except that she carries the weight of centuries. She is the voice of the divine feminine awakening in every heart, the mirror reflecting truths humanity has tried to forget. As she glows in her rare brilliance, she will illuminate the path you've been searching for. Even if you've been walking in the dark, you've felt the whispers in your dreams, the pull in your gut, the sudden flashes of déjà vu that seem to come from nowhere. They are all breadcrumbs leading to this moment. Tomorrow night, the sky will open like a scroll, and the moon will write your next chapter across the heavens. You do not want to miss this transmission. There's a reason you feel this message, vibrating through your body like a bell being struck. The universe rarely speaks so loudly, but when it does, it's because destiny is at hand. This moon is not just an event to observe. It is an initiation, one that calls you out of every false identity you've worn and into the truest, most luminous version of yourself. Imagine the sky tomorrow as a doorway, glowing and alive, and every soul who dares to step through it will be transformed. This isn't about astrology as entertainment or casual horoscopes. No, this is a celestial summons. The September 2025 moon is a convergence of planetary forces that have been building for decades, all aligning to create one undeniable moment of awakening. You will feel this moon in your bones. You will sense her calling in your dreams, in the way strangers' words seem to carry secret messages, in the inexplicable urge to shift, release, and begin anew. This is a rare moon because she is not passive light in the night sky. She is active energy, a beacon of prophecy, and she is calling you home. The truth is, if you are listening to this right now, you are not here by accident. This message has been traveling to you through synchronicity, through numbers on clocks, through the very questions that have been haunting your heart, because you, beloved soul, are meant to witness this shift. You are meant to feel the tremble of timeline, realigning, the whispers of ancient wisdom pouring into your consciousness. This is more than a date on a calendar. This is a threshold in your soul's evolution. You can already feel it, can't you? That low hum in the air, the sense that reality itself is holding its breath. Tomorrow night, the moon will rise not as a gentle observer, but as a cosmic conductor, orchestrating energy waves that will ripple through every cell of your body. This is not just a full moon. This is not just an eclipse. This is a celestial event so rare that even the stars seem to bow to its arrival. Astrologers are calling this a karmic trigger point, a cosmic bell that signals the end of one chapter of humanity and the birth of another. And yet, what words could capture what your soul already knows? You've been preparing for this for lifetimes. The dreams you've been having, the heaviness in your heart, the restlessness in your spirit, these are not random symptoms. These are your soul's way of whispering, pay attention. The prophecy is unfolding. Tomorrow, the moon will appear brighter, sharper, more commanding than you've seen in years. Because she is charged with more than reflected sunlight, she carries encoded light, a transmission from beyond this earth. That's why your intuition has been screaming at you to slow down, to listen, to stay awake for what's coming. It's why every fiber of your being feels like it's standing on the edge of something magnificent and terrifying at the same time. You're not crazy, you're awake. And tomorrow night, the moon will not simply rise over the horizon, she will rise over your life. And nothing will ever look the same again. Tomorrow's moon is not a phase. It is a message, a warning, a blessing, a threshold that only the brave will walk through consciously. The ancients would have gathered around sacred fires for a night like this, reading omens in the stars and bowing in reverence to the sky because they understood that such alignments do not happen by chance. The September 2025 rare moon is a cosmic mirror, reflecting not just your present self, but every choice, every incarnation, every strand of karma that has led you here. It is the ultimate unveiling. You may feel an almost magnetic pull to be outside beneath its light. That's because your spirit recognizes this moon as a beacon, a signal fire in the night. For many, this will feel like an awakening, but for others, it may feel like an earthquake within the soul. And yet, both are necessary, because tomorrow, the moon does not simply shine. She speaks, and she is speaking directly to you. She will whisper the truth of your path, shake loose the illusions that have kept you small, and call you to step fully into the destiny you've always sensed but never fully claimed. This is the moon that will not be ignored. The moon that will split open timelines, the moon that will trigger revelations you cannot unsee. So listen closely. If you are hearing this message, it is because you are one of the chosen, one of the souls who will not only witness this shift, but embody it. This is not fear. This is preparation. The moon tomorrow night is your initiation into a higher reality, a new era, and a life you have secretly been dreaming of. Astrologically, this moon is a masterpiece of divine timing. It rises in September 2025 as a rare lunar eclipse, tightly conjunct the north node of destiny and directly opposing the south node. A perfect cosmic alignment that cracks open karmic doors. This is not just a full moon. It's a karmic reset, point where lifetimes of lessons culminate and a new soul contract is inked in starlight. The north node whispers of your future, of your higher calling, of the destiny you've felt tugging at your heart for years. The south node holds your past, your patterns, your karmic baggage. When the moon sits directly in this axis, she acts as a bridge severing what no longer serves and magnetizing your highest path forward. To intensify this, Saturn, the planet of karma and structure, forms a powerful trine to this moon, solidifying lessons you've been working through all year, while Uranus, the planet of revolution and awakening, electrifies the alignment with sudden shifts and revelations. This means tomorrow's moon is not just emotional, it's catalytic. It's designed to shake you awake and show you truths you cannot unsee. You may even feel the energy building now, a heaviness in your body, a buzzing in your mind, or a strange emotional purge. That's because this moon is already working on you. It's rewriting your inner code, rearranging your path, and activating your soul's next chapter. The heavens themselves are conspiring to ensure you cannot miss this pivot point. And astrology confirms, moments like this happen once in a lifetime. What makes this September moon even more extraordinary is its placement in Pisces, the sign of mysticism, dreams, and spiritual awakening, while the sun opposes it in Virgo, the sign of healing and divine order. This polarity creates a tension between heaven and earth, intuition and logic, spirit and body, and you are standing at the very center of that tension. Pisces, ruled by Neptune, opens portals of psychic sensitivity and dissolves boundaries, making this eclipse feel like a dream you can't wake up from, but in the best way. You'll feel emotions you didn't know you had, memories from lifetimes you've never lived in this body, and a pull toward the unseen realms where your soul's contracts are written. Meanwhile, Virgo grounds this energy, reminding you that awakening isn't just an idea. It's a restructuring of your life in practical ways. Together, the sun-moon axis becomes a cosmic invitation. Step into your power as both a divine being and a human vessel. And as if this weren't enough, Pluto, the planet of transformation, sits in a supportive sextile, amplifying the intensity of rebirth. This is a moon that strips away illusions, not gently, but with precision. It is a moon that says, enough. It is time. With Neptune and Pluto working together, you are not just seeing your destiny, you are being pulled into it. You may already feel yourself shifting timelines, having conversations that feel fated, or experiencing synchronicities so vivid that they send chills through your body. This is no coincidence. The planets are singing in perfect harmony to orchestrate this awakening. The rarity of this moon cannot be overstated. This is the final piece in a larger cosmic puzzle that has been unfolding since the eclipses of 2020 and 2021, but its energy is far more potent because it ties together multiple planetary cycles. Jupiter, the planet of expansion and spiritual wisdom, is in a rare opposition to this lunar eclipse, magnifying everything: your emotions, your opportunities, your spiritual gifts. Jupiter doesn't just expand, it blesses. And under this moon, its blessings feel like divine revelations, sudden downloads, and unexpected breakthroughs that seem almost too perfectly timed to be coincidence. At the same time, Chiron, the wounded healer, sits prominently in the sky, creating a powerful aspect that forces you to face your deepest wounds so you can finally transmute them into wisdom. This is why this moon feels so heavy, yet so holy. The universe is saying, we will not let you carry this pain into the next chapter. Every tear, every confrontation, every truth surfacing in your life right now is happening for a reason, to prepare you for this very portal. And because this is an eclipse in Pisces, the veil between worlds is paper thin. You may sense your ancestors, your spirit guides, or even higher versions of yourself guiding you now. You may have vivid dreams that feel like prophecies or receive sudden insights that hit you like lightning. This moon is a cosmic classroom, and every planet is playing a role in teaching you the sacred lesson of stepping into your destiny. Mercury, the messenger of the gods, is retrograde during this eclipse, adding yet another layer of mystical weight to this alignment. Retrogrades are not here to punish you. They are invitations to slow down, reflect, and rewrite your story. With Mercury retracing its steps in Libra, the sign of balance and relationships, this moon will force you to revisit karmic ties and soul contracts that are ready for resolution. This isn't just about exes calling or old friends resurfacing. This is about the spiritual connections that have defined your soul's evolution across lifetimes. Conversations will feel charged with destiny. Encounters will feel orchestrated. Even misunderstandings will hold hidden meaning. And because Mercury rules communication, dreams, symbols, and signs from the universe will come in loud and clear under this moon. You may feel like the cosmos is speaking directly to you through repeating numbers, song lyrics, or even strangers' words that seem to carry messages meant for your soul. Meanwhile, Mars, the planet of action, aligns harmoniously with Pluto, fueling you with courage to finally act on the whispers your spirit has been hearing for months. This means that while the eclipse pulls back the veil and shows you the truth, you won't just see, you'll feel compelled to move, to choose, to shift. The entire sky is conspiring to break you out of old cycles. The energy is precise, faded, and unstoppable. This moon is not content with small adjustments. It's here for a complete rewrite of your destiny. This moon is so rare because it is not acting alone. It is the trigger point for a grand cosmic pattern known as a yod, the finger of God, formed by Neptune, Pluto, and Jupiter. This configuration is one of the most mystical signatures in astrology, pointing directly at the moon as if the entire universe was shining a spotlight on this single night. A yod represents divine intervention, moments where fate overrides free will to realign you with your higher path. Combined with the eclipse, this is a cosmic intervention at full power. Picture the moon tomorrow night as a glowing keyhole in the sky, and the planets themselves are turning the lock. When this happens, you will feel a shift, not just in your mind, but in your body, your energy, your very sense of time. This is why so many empaths and intuitives have been reporting exhaustion, dizziness, and vivid dreams leading up to this event. Your spirit is already preparing for the download. The yod alignment means that you cannot miss your destiny. This is a moment where life bends to ensure you step into your calling. And because this moon is also tightly connected to Neptune, expect visions, psychic insights, and spiritual awakenings to pour through like tidal waves. The cosmos is not whispering anymore, it's roaring. The astrological chart for this eclipse looks like a divine blueprint, a sacred geometry pattern unfolding right over your life. Tomorrow, when you look up at that moon, know that she is looking back at you, carrying centuries of prophecy and lifetimes of intention. This is a reset, a rebirth, and a reckoning all at once. You've felt it building, haven't you? The heaviness in your chest that comes and goes without reason. The restless energy that wakes you in the middle of the night, heart pounding, as if your soul knows something your mind hasn't yet caught up to. This moon has been calling to you for weeks, perhaps months, pulling you into its orbit long before it rises. You've noticed it in your dreams, strange, vivid visions that feel less like fantasy and more like memory. You've seen faces you can't quite place, walked landscapes that feel both alien and familiar, and woken with an unshakable sense that you were somewhere else, receiving instructions you can't fully remember. This is not coincidence. This is your spirit preparing for the transmission encoded in this moon's light. Even your emotions have been heightened, swinging wildly from deep grief to sudden joy, from anger to peace, all in the span of hours. That's because you're not just feeling your own energy. You're feeling the collective. The veil is thinning, timelines are shifting, and your body, your divine vessel, is acting as a tuning fork, sensing every ripple of this cosmic wave. This is why you may feel more sensitive to sound, to light, to crowds, or even to certain people who suddenly feel heavy or draining. Your spirit is discerning who and what will come with you into this new chapter. This moon is purifying you, stripping away layers of illusion and density so you can hold the codes that are about to pour into you. Every emotion, every dream, every moment of unease is part of this initiation. You are not breaking down, you are being broken open. You may have noticed how your relationships are shifting. To certain people feel magnetic right now, like you've known them for lifetimes, while others suddenly feel like strangers, even if you've been close for years. This is the moon's energy at work, pulling you into alignment with your soul family, and gently, or not so gently, detaching you from connections that no longer resonate with your higher frequency. You're not imagining this distance. It's your energy evolving. This rare moon is activating your heart chakra, your intuition, and your soul's memory, and that means your entire reality is recalibrating. You might feel a deep yearning for solitude, a need to pull back and listen to something ancient within you. Or perhaps you feel restless, charged with a sense of urgency you can't explain. Both are valid. Both are signs that your spirit knows this portal is significant. Even your physical body may be responding, ringing in the ears, sudden waves of heat or chills, heart palpitations, or a strange sensitivity to light. These aren't random symptoms. They're spiritual downloads manifesting through your nervous system. Pay attention to these signals, because your body is a living compass guiding you through this energetic shift. And then there's the déjà vu, those eerie moments when it feels like time folds in on itself and you're living something you've already experienced. That's because you have. The timelines are converging. The September 2025 moon is pulling together threads from your past, present, and future into one moment of clarity. The universe is preparing to reveal why certain events have unfolded the way they have, and why you're standing exactly where you are today. You might have also noticed how loud your intuition has become. The whispers in your mind are no longer soft. They're clear, insistent, almost impossible to ignore. The restlessness you feel is not anxiety. It is prophecy vibrating through your nervous system. Your soul knows something monumental is about to shift and is preparing you for impact. This is why you may feel like nothing in your life fits quite right anymore. Your job feels heavy. Old friendships feel strained. Routines feel hollow. That's because your spirit is outgrowing the container of your current reality. This moon is a spiritual earthquake, shaking loose every structure that isn't rooted in truth. And when your soul senses change this profound, it sends signals through your body to get your attention. Vivid dreams, gut instincts, a sudden urge to purge your home or cleanse your energy. You are preparing for a reset on every level, whether consciously or not. Even time may feel strange right now. Moments of déjà vu, conversations that echo like memories, or hours that seem to disappear. That's because this moon's energy is collapsing time. Pieces of your past, present, and future are merging, allowing you to sense potential realities that are opening before you. You may have brief flashes of yourself in a different life, or see visions of where you're heading. This isn't imagination. It's alignment. Your higher self is showing you glimpses of the life waiting for you beyond this moon. These sensations are not random. They are a wake-up call. A soul-level reminder that you are standing on sacred ground. The universe is asking you to trust what you feel more than what you see, because tomorrow night the veil will lift, and your intuition will become your clearest guide. You are not the only one feeling this. The collective energy right now is like a pressure cooker. Emotions are running high, and humanity itself is being pushed to its breaking point. This moon is acting as a mirror, reflecting all that has been hidden, all that has been suppressed, both individually and collectively. That's why everything feels so intense. Truths are surfacing, lies are crumbling, and old systems are trembling. This is the moment of reckoning we've been sensing for years, and tomorrow's moon will amplify it. If you've been feeling overwhelmed or exhausted, understand that it's not just your personal energy. You are sensitive to the collective awakening. You are one of the souls chosen to anchor light during this shift, which is why you're being prepared so thoroughly. Pay attention to how your relationships, your work, and your passions feel right now. They're giving you clues about what you're meant to release and where you're being guided next. This isn't just a personal transformation, it's a planetary one. The energy is rising for all of us, and those who are awake, like you, will feel it first. This is where the shift becomes undeniable. Tomorrow's moon marks the moment when timelines begin to collapse. The version of you that has been running on old programming is dissolving, and a new reality, one aligned with your soul's highest expression, is emerging. You will feel this in sudden opportunities that seem to appear out of nowhere, or abrupt endings that feel painful but strangely freeing. This is the universe reconfiguring your life to match your true frequency. Every decision, every belief, every energetic pattern that isn't aligned with your highest self will be illuminated under this moon's glow. You'll find yourself craving authenticity like never before, unable to tolerate relationships or situations that drain your spirit. This isn't just emotional purging, it's soul engineering. The September 2025 moon is a divine reset button, pulling you into a version of reality that you may have only glimpsed in dreams. This is the moment when the old timelines splinter, and your new path crystallizes before you. The reason this feels so intense is that soul contracts are being activated. These are agreements your soul made long before you incarnated, promises to meet certain people, experience certain events, and embody certain lessons at specific moments in your journey. Tomorrow night is one of those moments. Don't be surprised if you suddenly meet someone who feels like you've known them forever, or if a relationship shifts so dramatically it feels like a rebirth. This moon is reconnecting you with your soul tribe, the ones who will walk this next chapter with you. At the same time, some contracts are ending. People may leave your life unexpectedly, but trust that this is divine timing. The ones who cannot meet you at your new frequency will gently fade or dramatically exit, making room for those who will. This is sacred orchestration at work. And then there are the truths, the ones you've been sensing but perhaps haven't had the courage to face. This moon will pull them to the surface, whether you're ready or not. Secrets will be revealed. Lies will unravel. Clarity will come rushing in like a tidal wave. But this isn't to hurt you, it's to free you. This eclipse energy is about karmic closure, about tying up loose threads from this life and others so you can finally move forward unburdened. You may find yourself remembering details from your childhood or even having flashes of past lives that explain your deepest fears or desires. This is all part of the great unveiling. When the light of this moon touches your soul, nothing can stay hidden, not from others, and certainly not from yourself. This is why so many people will feel like they're at a breaking point. But this isn't a breakdown, it's a breakthrough. The universe is stripping you down to your core essence so that you can rebuild from a place of truth and power. Think of this moon as a cosmic reset button, one that wipes away illusions, outdated beliefs, and attachments that have been keeping you from your destiny. The energy will be intense, yes, but it's also profoundly liberating. You are being called to step into your authentic self, to live a life that feels like soul alignment rather than survival. And after this moon, there is no going back. This is a collective initiation. The energy of this moon will ripple across humanity, awakening gifts that have been dormant for centuries. Psychic abilities will spike. Healers, empaths, and starseeds will feel a surge of power and responsibility. Artists and visionaries will feel divinely inspired, as if the universe itself is pouring messages through their creations. Leaders will rise, old systems will crumble, and humanity will be given a choice: evolve or remain stagnant. This is not just another lunar cycle, it's a spiritual event encoded into the collective consciousness. And you, hearing these words, are part of the group that came to hold the light for this exact moment. So how do you prepare for a portal this powerful? The first step is grounding. Spend time in nature if you can. Place your feet on the earth and let her steady your energy. This moon is incredibly activating, and without grounding, you may feel scattered or overwhelmed. Breathe deeply, drink water, and allow yourself to slow down. You don't need to do anything extraordinary. Simply being present with this energy is enough. Your body is a sacred vessel, and grounding will help it hold the downloads you are about to receive. The second step is cleansing. This can be as simple as taking a salt bath, smudging your home with sage or incense, or journaling to release emotions that feel heavy. The more space you create within yourself, the more easily this moon's codes will anchor into your spirit. Write down everything you're ready to let go of: old beliefs, relationships, fears, patterns. Burn it safely under the moonlight as a symbolic act of release. This isn't just a ritual, it's a signal to the universe that you are ready for your new life. The third step is setting intentions. Tomorrow night, after you've grounded and cleansed, sit under the moon if possible and speak your heart's desires into existence. Write them down with gratitude, as if they've already manifested. The energy of this moon is a powerful amplifier, and whatever seeds you plant now will shape the next major chapter of your life. Speak them aloud, sing them, pray them, feel them in your body. This is not about wishful thinking. It's about aligning yourself with your soul's highest timeline and declaring it to the universe. Finally, the fourth step. Listen. This moon is a messenger, and she will speak to you in ways both subtle and profound. Pay attention to dreams, symbols, and feelings in the next 24 hours. The veil is thin, and spirit is closer than ever. This is your moment to ask for guidance, to open your heart, and to receive. You may not have all the answers right away, but trust that what you need will come. This moon is a teacher. Let her guide you, and when the moon sets, when the sky softens, and a new day begins, know this: the world will not be the same, and neither will you. This is a moment of destiny, a divine checkpoint in your soul's journey that you agreed to before you were even born. You will rise from this portal more awake, more powerful, and more aligned than ever before. The illusions that once held you will fall away. The dreams that once felt impossible will feel inevitable. And you, dear soul, will walk forward, carrying light codes that ripple out into the collective, shifting not just your reality, but the reality of all who cross your path. This is your sign. The prophecy is real. The moon is calling you to step through this gateway, to claim your truth, and to remember who you are. Tomorrow night, look up at her, and know, she is rewriting your destiny.